We are here with Miguel Lopez.
Yes.
Peace.
We know of Miguel because we were going to have him as a regular guest in real time and real person. But because of everything going on, I think it was the week we were not supposed to have meetings.
Yes.
And we all made, this was like right when it started, but we all like made the decision, like, you know what, this is before it was being enforced, and we were like, we got to stay home, we got to stay healthy, we just gotta wait on this. So
no idea how long
I remember it was fun, like we had everything set up, then your ladies email, let's quarantine ourselves and take safety measure, and then like a few hours later I got the call, hey, you're going on active orders.
Wow.
Dang.
And then you've been there ever since?
Yes.
Okay. So you're in New York City right now. So tell us like what it's been like so far.
And what you can tell us about what
It's been like, just like everywhere, we're just trying to tell people, stay indoors unless you really, really have to go outside. Let's try to keep everyone safe. And here, like with the National Guard, we just here to support the local authorities and first responders in anything they need. So that's part of our training, to support the state in case of emergency. So we got the call and we came to help, and we're glad to do it, and it's gonna keep on doing it as long as they need us. And that's what we're here for, basically.
Wow.
You have a beautiful view where you're staying.
Oh, thank you.
No people. So you're from Philadelphia, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So can we talk about why we found you and what you're doing in Philadelphia?
Well, originally I used to live in New York, and then I moved to Philly area. So over there, I like Philadelphia. It's nice. It's different from the city.
Mm-hmm.
It could be relaxing, hectic, but it's good. It's like a different change. And over there, I'm a visual artist, so I stay painting, and that's actually how we find each other. I saw one of your podcasts with, what's her name? Oh my God, she's gonna kill me. With Shanina.
Yeah.
And
Good job.
So I saw it follow.
Oh.
Started talking.
So you're doing some really exciting things, like you want to share your passion of art with veterans?
Yes. So my art, because it's kind of different. So I got the super colorful, like if you go on my Instagram, you're going to see some of the portraits I'm painting is colorful. Like I like colors.
Yeah.
So usually with those, once I get the reference image, then I put the image away and I just start painting whatever the painting calls for. I just keep going. And that's why my colors look like, we're like, oh, those are not real skin tone, but it looks good. Mixture. And then aside from that, since I'm in the military, been in for, oh my God, I'm going to feel so old. For a lot of years.
How long?
Yeah, I'm not gonna say when I join, because then I'm definitely gonna feel old.
In the 70s.
Yeah, but with those, what I try to do is any military painting I do with black and white. So that way, when the viewers are looking over the painting, it calls more out of you. It gets more out of you. You're not distracted by the colors. And then even though some of the ones I did, it sort of looked like a sketch, and I just painted with black and white paint. It gets you. You could see the pain or the suffering or the happiness. So I don't know. It calls the best out of me when I do those paintings.
How did you get into it?
Well, with those one, I actually was doing a painting for my daughter. She wanted a painting of someone, I think it was Cardi B or something. So I kind of did it black and white, just messing around with it. And then I drew a tear on it. And she's like, oh my God, it looks so sad. And I'm like, Then I just did like a whole series. I picked like about 5 celebrities and then 5 military personnel from like World War One all the way to now.
Oh, wow. Cool.
And I just did like a different sketch of each of them. And then everyone in the painting has a tear. It's either red, white, or blue. So we call the series Tears for the Red, White, and Blue. And just dedicated that to the military. Usually when I go and they're like, how much is that? Like, whatever you want to give, because the money I'm just going to take it to the side and donate it to any veterans organization around my way.
Wow. Well, may I ask what your background was in the military? Where did you serve?
Well, I first started in the Marines. Almost 10 years. And then I got out. Oh, now you know I'm old. Oh, so yeah, I did about 10 years and then got out of the service, let my hair grow. I know I had dreadlocks. And one day, like, I was drinking with my brother in the house and I went to fix my dreadlocks. And when I woke up, like, I had cut them all off.
Oh, wow,
So
that's a crazy night. That is a crazy night.
I know.
Was that a tequila night or what? No.
I don't know why he put on those drinks, but I do not remember cutting all my hair. You sure it wasn't you? And he's like, nah, you did it. I like, Because usually I remember everything, but I didn't remember cutting my hair. So after that, I'm like, you know what? Let's join again. So I went and joined the army.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Yeah, because, the only thing that was keeping me back was my long hair. Like, I really liked it.
How important is it to you that perspectives like yours who are military personnel and also veterans are told their stories through art, like what you do?
Oh my God. Like, honestly, I would say I wish more people would do it through art, because I know, like, for me, it's hard for any military personnel to talk about anything, like the struggles, PTSD, everything they go through after they get out of the service. It's hard to open up. Like, it was like about a year ago, I made a point about PTSD, and the entire point from, spoken word, from beginning to end, is based on mine and some of my friends' stories. And I know these guys for years, and that was the hardest thing for them to actually open up and let me inside the world. So it's really hard. That's part of why I do, like, the arts, and I try to do any spoken words I do is, like, most of the time it's just based on the military, like PTSD and stuff like that, because it's hard for us to speak about it. So, like, if I'm not gonna say this talent, but, like, I just go. I don't care if people like it or not. I just go at it. So hopefully bring awareness to, like, what we call the civilians, and see that everyone is suffering, even though a lot of military put, like, the strong front. It takes a toll on you. The life, it does take a toll on you, whether you want it or not.
Yeah.
But that's what's so special about what you're doing, is that I don't know personally many artists who are expressing PTSD, depression, so many suicides that have come about too, being a veteran. Like, I don't know many people who are expressing that through the form of art that you are. It's amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, it is, like,
and
like
openly,
it's hard for people to talk about and open up. Like, it's like, I don't know, it's like one of the hardest things. Like, even amongst ourselves, it's extremely hard to speak about anything. So most of the time we just battle inside, and I want to change that. Like, I want to just go out, seek help. Like, if you need help, like, seek help, and not just on the military, like the personnel, also like the family members. They suffer a lot too. because they see what's happening to the loved ones and all that affects everybody in general. So just trying to open doors. So we just let it out there and not be afraid. Talk about it.
Yeah. If there's anybody that's listening to this that resonates with what you're saying and wants to start, using this art form and express themselves, and they're like, how can they get in touch with you, or what's a good resource that they can look at?
I mean, to get in touch with me, they could just search Art by Lopez without, it's Lopez, but I took the E off. Too many Lopez's out there. So it's the same.
I thought your name was Lopez. Like, it came up in my text as Art by Lopez. I was like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, like, usually try to correct it, but I just took the E off. It was easier. So anywhere you look at me, website, Instagram, Facebook, I was able to like that name everywhere. So it's easy for me to remember, and I have to do a bunch of different handles. So something I would tell people is they trying to like seek help or find out an outlet, because that's how I see it. Like, art for me is like an outlet. So it keeps me steady, basically. Like, I don't let troubles get to me. Like, I release it on the art. So I tell, like, look, you don't need to be an artist. You don't have to paint. You could write. You could speak. You could take photos. You could freaking be a dog walker. Anything that will, like, take you away from all those thoughts and relax you, like a form of therapy. So that's basically it. And also back home, when we finally open up and out of this quarantine, like, I just got a studio. So hopefully by June we'll be able to open the doors. And one of the things I want to do is at least once a week have like a hour and a half session just for like veterans and stuff, if they want to come and paint in the studio. And I'll try to have like a different artist every week, like either photographer, musician, someone in the art. So, because not everybody likes painting, and people get frustrated when they're painting something and it looks awful.
Yes.
I know, like, I get frustrated when I'm painting something. I'm like, oh, what happened to that? So I can't imagine if you're not used to painting, you're like, oh my God, it's soft.
Yeah.
It can all of a sudden become stressful.
Yes.
I know.
It easily gets to that level.
Yeah.
That actually happened to me in a sip and paint party. Like, one other person, like, it's not coming out there like yours. I'm like, look, man, it's your style. Don't worry about my style. It's your style. If it's ugly, or you gotta say, yes, my style is the ugly style. And just keep doing ugly paintings.
I love that advice.
Yes.
I love it. I love what you're doing. And I hope that we can have classes soon. We'd love to go to a class too.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you definitely come and paint in the studio.
Yeah.
We'll now I'll be like, look who's here.
Oh, yeah. And thank you so much for your service. Like,
thank you.
What you're doing now. I hope you stay safe.
I'm doing my best.
You're doing your best. You cover
it. Oh, yes. I don't have my face mask, gloves, gotta stay safe.
Okay.
Yes.
We're helping, like, we gotta do our best to stay safe and keep the rest of the population safe as well.
Oh. Yes. All right. Well,
thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, ladies.
Having you, finally meeting you.
I know.
Finally, even though it's this app.
All right. Bye-bye.